Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today I want to take a look at my 10 favorite zombie games. Now, I picked zombies because, first of all, they're a very popular genre in gaming, to the point where I'm like, another zombie game. I'm certainly well known for saying this. I think zombies show up in games for a couple reasons. One, they're super hip and popular right now, but zombies work well in games because they kind of just slowly move towards you. You can have them move in programmable fashion. You don't have to think. They don't use any strategy. They just come towards you. And so they're an easy thing to put into game format. Now, when I made my top 10 list, I excluded a couple games that have zombie factions, like Smash Up and Summoner Wars have zombies in them, but I'm discluding them. I tried to pick games where zombies were a major feature in the game itself. So here are my 10 favorite zombie games. And I should give a shout out to Last Night on Earth because it's not on my list. I think it's okay. I'm not a big fan of the real life artwork from Flying Frog Games, but the game is decent, and I know a lot of people like that one. My number 10 is a really simple game, Zombie Dice. Yeah, it's zombies, right? You pull dice, you roll them, and you're trying to get brains, and you can decide to stop or keep rolling games. It's a really simple game, and yet this game has sold so well, does so good. It's a fast, silly game. Yeah, I know it's a light game, but I like it. Zombie Dice. Number 9 is Dead Panic. Now, Dead Panic is from the same folks, Fireside Games, who made Castle Panic. In Castle Panic, you're defending a castle and people are marching in. In Dead Panic, there's zombies coming in, which is good. I think Castle Panic's a little better, but Dead Panic works well too. The zombies are marching in. Eventually, you're going to find the pieces to the radio. You get the van in there. You jump in the van. You drive off. If someone misses the van, oh well. It's a lot of fun. It's mostly cooperative. That's Dead Panic. Number 8 is Escape Zombies. Now, Escape is a fun game. I have Escape in my collection. It's somewhere around here. Here it is. Escape. It's a 10-minute game in which you're rolling dice frantically to escape out of a temple. Think Indiana Jones. Escape Zombies is actually not as good as Escape. I think the zombie theme actually detracts, but it still works fine. You're in a city and you're trying to escape out. Again, you have 10 minutes. You're rolling dice as fast as you can. You're coming across zombies. You got to roll different symbols. Zombies are going to show up, sometimes send you back to the beginning. It's crazy. It's hectic fun. I like the escape system a lot. So number 8, Escape Zombies. Number 7 is Earth Reborn. You're like, wait a minute, I don't even know what Earth Reborn is. Earth Reborn is this grandiose game that came from Z-Man Games a few years ago, done by Christopher Bollinger, and it takes place in the future, but you're essentially fighting zombie-type stuff in it. You have heroes against zombies. It's a tactical game with miniatures, and there's a lot of pieces in the game, a ton of pieces, and it might be a little too convoluted for what it was, but it certainly brought that theme to life. Really kind of an intriguing game. If you ever get a chance to see a copy somewhere, I'll probably snag it. Number 6 is a tie between Mall of Horror and City of Horror. Actually, probably I like Mall of Horror slightly better. They're essentially the same game. One takes place in a mall, the other takes place in a city. So in this game, we'll talk about Mall of Horror. You have a bunch of survivors in a mall, and each turn of the game, you are going to be moving those survivors around. And when you get to a location, you're going to be attracting zombies, and eventually there's going to be more zombies at a location than humans, and then in which case you vote there who you're throwing overboard, who you're throwing to the zombies. So it's a little bit like Lifeboat's a really mean game, but it is a mean game. But then you have some people who have guns, and they're worth double votes, and some people can fight off more zombies, and if you're in certain rooms, you can see where the zombies are going to be coming. You can decide to share that information with the other players or not. Really funny game. That is Mall of Horror, or the sequel, City of Horror. Number 5 is Zombicide Black Plague. Now, Zombicide itself is not on the list. I found it okay. It'd probably be like 11 or 12. But Zombicide Black Plague I really enjoyed. For some reason, zombies in medieval times work better for me. The whole thing meshes together in a really good way. I really enjoyed this game. I like the components. I like the big zombies. I like the throwing a fireball type thing at the zombies. I don't know, it's just a really cool system. So Zombicide Black Plague. Number 4 is a new game that just came out last year, which I thought sounded so idiotic, and that's Hit Z Road. How could this game be any good? It's about zombies, but Hit Z Road is a game in which you are on a road trip and the zombies have taken over everything, and you are going to be bidding to go through different cards. You're bidding using bullets and using gas. You need these bullets and gas because you need them to fight the zombies. So whoever bids the highest is going to get to pick which card to go through, but then you have fewer resources to go through the other cards. It's an intriguing concept. I really enjoyed it, and the artwork and theming in the game is just perfect. Everything's perfect about the game except the name, Hit Z Road. Number 3 is Run, Fight, or Die. This is a Yahtzee-style game where there are zombies marching on your board. They just keep coming towards you, and you are fighting them off by rolling dice, and trying to send the zombies to other people, and then rescuing survivors who sometimes are very useful. Sometimes they're screaming and attract more zombies. You're like, I hate this survivor. It's silly, fun, light, King of Tokyo style type fun, but very enjoyable. Run, Fight, or Die. For me, it's usually Die. Number 2 is Carnival Zombies. Now, this is a very big game. It's a game where you're sitting in the middle of this masked ball in Venice, and suddenly all these zombies come. So you and other people, but you're not there sitting there going, I wish we had some weapons. You're like, we got our weapons. You got flamethrowers and shotguns and got all kinds of cool stuff. And these waves of zombies coming through, then big, nasty zombie monsters, and you're shooting them off. Now, the zombies are all cubes, and the monsters are just bigger discs and things. So there's maybe a little bit of a theming disconnect, but you're pulling from bags. It has a really neat thing where you're dropping the cubes when you kill zombies onto a pile, but if any fall off that pile onto the table, they're back in the game. A lot of fun. There was supposed to be a reprint of this coming soon. I hope that does, because it's a really fun game. And number 1 for me is Dead of Winter. And you say, but that's not even mostly about the zombies. It's mostly about the survivors. Yeah, it is. But the zombies are an ever-present thing. That's the whole reason you're there. It's in the future. Each person has survivors, and you are working together cooperatively to fight off the zombies and keep them from coming into your base, finding food or whatever the object of the mission is. But one person's a traitor, or might be a traitor, and other people have their own agendas which make them look like traitors. The whole thing comes together in a really solid package. There's a sequel, The Long Night, I think, is the sequel, standalone sequel. One or the other is good. You can mix them together. A lot of fun. This one is, for me right now, my favorite zombie game. There are many zombie games out there. There's Zombies, Give Me the Brain, silly game from Steve Jackson Games. What are your favorite zombie games? Tell me. Zombie Apocalypse is another one. Tell me your favorite zombie game in the comments below. Tell me what you think of my list. Those are my 10 favorite zombie games. I don't hate all zombie games, but I still don't love the theme that much. Anyway, until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been the Top 10 Zombie Games. Brains.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.